Let me start with a simple truth. Nobody cares. Nobody cares how tired you are. Nobody cares how unfair life has been to you. Nobody cares about your excuses, your struggles, or your setbacks. Yes, there are people who love you, people who support you, but at the end of the day, it's on you to make things happen. Life is not fair, and no one owes you anything. This may sound harsh, but it is one of the most liberating truths you can embrace. Many people spend their lives waiting for external validation, sympathy, or a stroke of luck that will change everything. They blame their circumstances, their past, or other people for why they are not where they want to be. But the reality is, nobody truly cares about your excuses or struggles in the way you think they do. Everyone is too busy dealing with their own challenges, dreams, and fears. The sooner you realize this, the sooner you take control of your life and start making real progress. When you understand that nobody cares, you stop looking for handouts or shortcuts. You stop feeling entitled to success just because you worked hard for a short period or because you think you deserve it more than others. The world rewards those who persist, not those who wait for someone to recognize their effort. Many people get stuck in the mindset of believing that life should be fair, that they should be given opportunities, or that others should acknowledge their potential. But the world does not operate on fairness. It operates on results. Complaining about how life is unfair will not change anything, but taking action will. Taking responsibility means accepting that where you are today is a direct result of the choices you have made. This does not mean that life has not thrown obstacles in your path, but it does mean that you have the power to respond to those challenges in a way that moves you forward. Some people are born into difficult circumstances, and others face hardships beyond their control. But success stories are filled with individuals who refuse to let their past define them. They decided to take ownership of their lives, regardless of how unfair things seemed. The biggest shifts in mindset happens when you stop seeking validation from others. Many people waste time trying to prove something to the world, waiting for applause or encouragement before taking action. But if you rely on external approval, you will always be at the mercy of other people's opinions. No one else can want success for you more than you want it for yourself. The people who make the biggest impact in life are those who act because they believe in themselves, not because they need others to believe in them first. Another reason why taking responsibility is so important is because it gives you control. If you blame other people, circumstances, or luck for your failures, you are essentially saying that you have no power over your own life. That is a dangerous mindset because it keeps you stuck. The moment you accept full responsibility, you realize that your future is in your hands. Every decision, every habit, every action you take today shapes the person you become tomorrow. If you are not happy with where you are, change something. If you feel stuck, take a new approach. If you fail, learn from it and try again. Complaining will not move you forward, but taking responsibility will. People who succeed do not wait for perfect conditions. They do not sit around hoping that someone will recognize their worth and hand them an opportunity. Instead, they create their own opportunities by putting in the work, developing their skills, and proving their value. If you keep waiting for the right time, the right support, or the right circumstances, you will be waiting forever. The only way to get what you want is to start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Excuses are easy to make, and they often feel justified. It is easy to say that you do not have enough resources, enough experience, or enough time. But the truth is there will always be obstacles. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of challenges, but the ability to push through them. Everyone has struggles, setbacks, and failures. What separates winners from the rest is their ability to take ownership of their situation and keep moving forward despite the difficulties. One of the most powerful realizations in life is that no one is coming to save you. Your dreams, your goals, your success, it all depends on you. There is no shortcut, no secret formula, and no one else who will do the work for you. The people who achieve greatness are the ones who accept full responsibility for their own journey. They do not waste time waiting for approval, blaming others, or making excuses. They take action, stay consistent, and prove themselves through their results. Success is often seen as something mysterious, something that happens to a lucky few while others struggle to figure out the secret formula. Many people search for shortcuts, hacks, or an easy way to achieve their goals, but the truth is there is only one real path to success: hard work. Every great achievement in history is built on a foundation of effort, persistence, and discipline. Those who rise to the top do not get there by accident. They put in the hours, they embrace the struggle, and they keep pushing forward when most people would quit. The modern world often glorifies instant success. Social media is filled with stories of people who seemingly became wealthy, famous, or successful overnight, but what most people do not see are the years of effort that went into making those moments possible. Behind every so-called overnight success is a person who worked relentlessly when no one was watching. They showed up day after day, refining their skills, overcoming failures, and making sacrifices to turn their vision into reality. There are no real shortcuts, just hard work and consistency. And hard work is not just about putting in long hours, it is about intentional effort. Many people confuse being busy with being productive. Working hard does not mean simply staying occupied. It means focusing on the right things and making measurable progress. It means setting clear goals, developing skills, and pushing past limitations. Success requires discipline, and discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you do not feel like it. The ones who achieve their dreams are not the ones who wait for motivation, but the ones who act even when motivation fades. One of the biggest challenges people face is the desire for immediate results. Society has conditioned us to expect quick rewards, instant likes, instant gratification, and instant solutions, but meaningful success does not work that way. The most successful individuals in any field understand that greatness is a long-term commitment. Athletes train for years before they win championships. Entrepreneurs work through failures before they build million-dollar businesses. Artists spend thousands of hours perfecting their craft before they create their masterpiece. The process takes time, and those who truly succeed are the ones who stay committed for the long haul. Hard work is also what separates those who talk about their goals from those who actually achieve them. Many people have dreams, but few are willing to put in the work required to make them real. It is easy to say you want to be successful, but success is earned through action. Talking about goals does not make them happen. Consistent effort does. Every day that you put in the work, you move one step closer to where you want to be. But every day that you procrastinate, make excuses, or choose comfort over progress, you stay exactly where you are. Another important aspect of hard work is resilience. Success is not a straight path. It is filled with obstacles, failures, and moments of doubt. Hard work is what keeps you going when things get tough. It is what makes you get back up after a setback, learn from your mistakes, and try again with even more determination. People who succeed do not avoid failure, they use it as a stepping stone. Every failure teaches a lesson, and every challenge builds strength. The more you push through difficulties, the stronger you become. Hard work is not glamorous. It often means late nights, early mornings, and sacrifices that most people are not willing to make. It means doing things when you are tired, frustrated, or uncertain. It means showing up even when no one is watching, when no one is applauding, and when no one believes in you yet. But that is what separates winners from the rest. The people who achieve greatness are the ones who keep working, keep learning, and keep improving long before they see any visible success. Nothing worthwhile comes easy. The people who create extraordinary lives do not wait for things to happen. They make them happen. They take responsibility for their journey. They put in the effort, and they refuse to settle for mediocrity. Hard work is the price of success, and those who are willing to pay that price will always be the ones who rise above the rest. Motivation is often seen as the key to success, the driving force behind achievement and progress. People look for ways to stay motivated, watch inspiring videos, read self-help books, and seek external encouragement to keep going. While motivation can be a great starting point, it is unreliable. It comes and goes, fluctuating with emotions, circumstances, and daily challenges. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who rely on motivation. They are the ones who rely on consistency. Consistency is the foundation of long-term success because it ensures progress even when motivation fades. Many people start strong when pursuing their goals. They feel excited in the beginning, full of energy and enthusiasm. But as time passes, the excitement wears off, challenges arise, distractions appear, and the process starts to feel repetitive. This is where most people give up. They assume that because they no longer feel motivated, they are not meant to succeed. They wait for motivation to return, but it never lasts long enough to keep them moving forward. This cycle of starting and stopping keeps them stuck, preventing them from ever reaching their true potential. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not talent, luck, or intelligence. It is discipline. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you do not feel like it. It means showing up and putting in the work no matter how you feel on a given day. The best athletes, entrepreneurs, and artists in the world do not always feel motivated, but they have trained themselves to take action regardless of their emotions. They have developed habits and routines that keep them on track, even on days when they feel uninspired. Success is not about making giant leaps overnight. It is about taking small, consistent steps every single day. Progress happens through repetition, through daily effort, and through the accumulation of small victories. A person who works on their craft every day, even for a short period, will improve far more than someone who waits for motivation to strike. A writer who writes 1 page a day will have a book in a year. A person who exercises daily will be in great shape in a few months. The secret is not in bursts of motivation, but in steady, deliberate action over time. One of the biggest mistakes people make is chasing perfection instead of consistency. They wait for the perfect time to start, the perfect mood to take action, or the perfect conditions to begin. In reality, perfection does not exist, and waiting for it only leads to procrastination. The key is to take action, even when circumstances are not ideal. A person who works consistently, even imperfectly, will always outperform someone who waits for the perfect moment that never comes. Habits play a crucial role in maintaining consistency. When actions become automatic, they no longer require willpower or motivation. This is why successful people build routines that support their goals. They remove distractions, create environments that encourage productivity, and develop habits that keep them moving forward. When an action becomes a habit, it becomes a natural part of life, making it easier to stay committed over the long run. Patience is another essential part of consistency. Many people give up because they do not see immediate results. They work hard for a short period and expect instant success. When results do not appear quickly, they become discouraged and stop trying. But real progress takes time. Every effort, no matter how small, contributes to the bigger picture. Growth is often invisible in the beginning, but with persistence, it eventually leads to breakthroughs. The key is to trust the process and keep going, even when progress seems slow. Success is built through daily effort, not occasional inspiration. Those who achieve greatness are not the ones who feel motivated all the time, but the ones who have trained themselves to take action no matter what. They understand that motivation is fleeting, but consistency creates real, lasting results. Instead of waiting for the right moment or the right feeling, they show up, do the work, and trust that small daily actions will lead to big success over time. In a world where social media constantly showcases other people's achievements, it is easy to fall into the trap of comparison. People scroll through endless success stories, watching others buy expensive cars, travel to exotic places, and accomplish major life goals. This creates a false sense of urgency and pressure, making them feel as though they are falling behind. The truth is, everyone is on a different journey, moving at their own pace, facing their own struggles, and working towards their own goal. The only real competition in life is with the person you were yesterday. When people shift their focus from comparing themselves to others and instead concentrate on self-improvement, they unlock the key to long-term success and fulfillment. Comparing yourself to others often leads to negative emotions like self-doubt, frustration, and insecurity. It makes people feel like they are not good enough or that their efforts are meaningless. This mindset is dangerous because it drains motivation and creates unnecessary stress. Instead of focusing on personal growth, people waste time worrying about someone else's progress. But the reality is that what someone else achieves has nothing to do with your potential. Their success does not take away from your opportunities. Everyone has a unique path, and the only thing that matters is making progress in your own life. Growth happens when you commit to being better than you were yesterday. Every day presents a new opportunity to learn something new, to refine a skill, or to overcome a weakness. Small improvements, when done consistently, add up over time and lead to major transformations. A person who reads for 10 minutes daily will gain more knowledge in a year than someone who waits for motivation to study for hours at once. A person who exercises regularly, even for a short time, will be healthier than someone who works out intensely but inconsistently. The key is steady progress, no matter how small. One of the most powerful ways to grow is through self-reflection. Instead of looking at others, look at yourself. Ask important questions. What did I do today that made me better than I was yesterday? What lessons did I learn? What areas need improvement? By focusing on personal progress, people develop a sense of control over their lives. They no longer feel like victims of circumstances, but instead become active participants in their own success. Another important aspect of self-improvement is setting personal goals. Goals should be based on individual desires, not on what others are doing. When people set goals based on external influences, they often end up chasing things that do not truly make them happy. Success is not about reaching a certain status or impressing others. It is about becoming the best version of yourself. The best way to do this is by setting clear, realistic, and meaningful goals that align with your values and passions. Patience plays a major role in self-growth. Many people become frustrated when they do not see immediate results, but true progress takes time. Every expert was once a beginner, and every successful person has gone through years of practice, failure, and learning. The key is to trust the process and remain consistent. Instead of comparing where you are today to where someone else is, compare where you are today to where you were last year. If you are moving forward even slowly, you are on the right path. One of the best ways to stay focused on your own journey is to limit exposure to distractions that encourage comparison. Social media, for example, is filled with carefully curated highlights of people's lives. It rarely shows the struggles, failures, and hardships that come with success. Reducing time spent on platforms that create self-doubt and instead investing that time in personal development leads to a healthier mindset. Reading books, learning new skills, practicing gratitude, and staying committed to self-growth all lead to a stronger, more confident version of yourself. Personal growth is a lifelong journey, and there is no final destination. The best version of yourself today will be different from the best version of yourself 5 years from now. The goal is not perfection, but continuous improvement. Each day is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to push past previous limitations. Success is not measured by where you stand compared to others. It is measured by how far you have come compared to where you started. The only competition that truly matters is with the person you were yesterday. Distractions are everywhere, and they come in many forms. Some distractions are obvious, like social media, television, and meaningless entertainment, while others are more subtle, like negative influences, self-doubt, and procrastination. These distractions steal time, energy, and focus, making it harder to stay on track and achieve meaningful goals. Every moment spent on distractions is a moment taken away from progress. Success is not just about talent or intelligence. It is about the ability to stay focused on what truly matters and eliminate the things that hold you back. Excuses are another major obstacle that prevent people from reaching their full potential. People often justify their lack of action by saying they do not have enough time, resources, or opportunities. They convince themselves that they need perfect conditions before they can start working toward their goals. The truth is, there will always be challenges and conditions will never be perfect. Those who succeed are the ones who find a way despite the obstacles. They do not wait for the right time, they create the right time. They do not let circumstances control them, they take control of their circumstances. One of the biggest distractions in today's world is the need for instant gratification. People want quick results, fast success, and immediate rewards. This mindset leads to impatience and frustration when things do not happen as quickly as expected. Success, however, is a long-term game. It requires discipline, consistency, and the willingness to delay gratification. Those who achieve great things are willing to put in the effort today, knowing that the rewards will come later. They understand that progress takes time and that every small step forward brings them closer to their goals. Negative influences can also be a major distraction. The people you surround yourself with play a huge role in shaping your mindset and behavior. If you spend time with those who constantly complain, make excuses, and have no ambition, it becomes harder to stay motivated and focused. On the other hand, being around driven, hardworking, and positive individuals inspires growth and pushes you to do better. Choosing your environment carefully is one of the most powerful ways to stay on track and eliminate unnecessary distractions. Procrastination is another hidden enemy of success. Many people delay important tasks because they feel overwhelmed, unmotivated, or afraid of failure. They convince themselves that they will start tomorrow, but tomorrow turns into next week, next month, or even next year. The longer something is delayed, the harder it becomes to take action. The only way to break this cycle is to start immediately, even if the first step is small. Progress is made through action, not through waiting for the perfect moment. Time is the most valuable resource, and once it is lost, it can never be regained. Many people spend hours every day on things that do not add value to their lives. They scroll through social media, watch television, or engage in pointless activities that provide no real benefit. When they look back, they realize they have wasted precious time that could have been used to improve themselves, learn new skills, or work towards their goals. Successful people understand the importance of time management. They prioritize their tasks, set clear goals, and stay disciplined in how they spend their time. Focusing on what truly matters requires setting clear priorities. Not everything in life deserves attention, and not every task is equally important. The key is to identify the activities that bring the most value and contribute to long-term success. When priorities are clear, decision-making becomes easier and distractions lose their power. Instead of getting caught up in minor issues, time and energy can be directed toward meaningful progress. Taking control of life means eliminating distractions and refusing to make excuses. It means staying committed to goals even when motivation is low. It means understanding that progress is not always visible immediately, but trusting that consistent effort leads to results. Those who master their focus and discipline create success. while those who allow distractions and excuses to take over remain stuck in the same place. The choice is always there. Stay focused, take action, and move forward, or give in to distractions and remain where you are. Belief in oneself is the foundation of success. Without self-confidence, even the most talented and intelligent individuals struggle to achieve their goals. Many people doubt their abilities and hesitate to take action because they fear failure, rejection, or judgment. This mindset holds them back from reaching their full potential. The truth is, every successful person has faced moments of self-doubt, but what sets them apart is their ability to push forward despite uncertainty. They understand that confidence is not something people are born with. It is something that is built through experience, resilience, and action. One of the biggest reasons people lack confidence is the fear of failure. They see failure as a sign that they are not good enough, rather than a necessary step toward success. In reality, failure is one of the greatest teachers. Every mistake provides valuable lessons, showing what works and what does not. Those who succeed do not avoid failure. They embrace it. They take risks, learn from their setbacks, and keep moving forward. The more challenges they overcome, the stronger their belief in themselves become. Confidence is built by facing difficulties, not by avoiding them. Another important factor in developing self-confidence is taking action. Many people wait until they feel confident before they start working toward their goals, but confidence does not come first, action does. Every time a person steps outside their comfort zone and takes action, they prove to themselves that they are capable. Even small achievements build confidence over time. The key is to start, no matter how uncertain or unprepared one feels. With each step forward, self-doubt decreases and belief in one's abilities grows. Self-talk plays a major role in confidence. The way people speak to themselves determines how they feel about themselves. Negative self-talk, such as "I am not good enough" or "I will never succeed," creates self-doubt and weakens confidence. On the other hand, positive self-talk, such as "I am capable" and "I will figure this out," strengthens belief and encourages action. Successful individuals train their minds to focus on possibilities rather than limitations. They replace self-doubt with self-empowerment, knowing that mindset shapes reality. Surrounding oneself with the right people also affects confidence. Being around negative, discouraging individuals drains energy and weakens self-belief. On the other hand, surrounding oneself with supportive, ambitious, and uplifting people provides encouragement and inspiration. The environment matters. Those who are confident in themselves often have mentors, friends, or role models who push them to be better and remind them of their potential. Choosing the right influences makes a significant difference in personal growth. Preparation and skill development contribute to confidence as well. When people invest time in learning, practicing, and improving their abilities, they naturally feel more capable. A person who trains consistently in a skill will trust themselves more than someone who never practices. Confidence is not about pretending to be great. It is about knowing that you have put in the effort to back up your ability. The more prepared and skilled a person becomes, the more they trust themselves in challenging situations. Taking ownership of one's life is a crucial part of confidence. Many people blame their circumstances, past experiences, or other people for their lack of success. While external factors can be challenging, true confidence comes from taking full responsibility. When people realize that their actions determine their future, they stop making excuses and start making changes. They no longer wait for permission or validation from others. They create their own opportunities. The most confident individuals are those who take control of their lives and refuse to let circumstances define. Confidence is a habit, not just a feeling. It is built through daily actions, positive thinking, and consistent effort. It grows when challenges are faced, when failures are embraced as learning opportunities, and when action is taken despite fear. The only way to become truly confident is to believe in one's ability to improve, grow, and achieve. Those who develop unshakable self-belief are the ones who rise above doubt, push past limitations, and turn their dreams into reality.